We're going to do some flames reminiscing today and rank each section of Through the Fire and Flames in this tier list. All these sections are different sections in the song, so we're going to go basically through all of these, check each section, and just basically rank them on the tier list, see where we place them. We've got bullshit at the top, which is the just horrendous, horrible sections that are just a pain in the ass to hit. Inconsistent, which is just, well, the opposite of consistent, basically. It's not as bullshit. Mid is just in between consistent and inconsistent, so semi-easy. But not. Consistent is just stuff I'm consistent at, so that would probably be like the intro, for instance. Piss is just anything that's extremely easy and you don't even need to think when you're hitting notes. It just kind of happens. I don't think too many of these are going to go on to bullshit. That literally, Through the Fire and Flames is one of those things that's very like, it's got the chokeable sections, but there aren't too many of them. There's like 4 or 5 really awkward sections, I think. We're going to start with the first section, which of course is, they are hammer-ons. Everyone knows this intro. Even if you've not played guitar before, you probably know this intro, right? Just the standard anchor the green and tap the rest of the notes. This is, honestly, at this point, this is just... I'd put this in piss because I've played it so many times that it is just that consistent. They Are Hammer-Ons would go in piss. Where is They Are Hammer-Ons? I can't find it. I'm blind. There it is. Okay. That's our first section. We're going in piss. The second section is the more strummy section. So that is Post Insanity, Vun. Yeah, so this is just the alt strumming, triplets and poppos, a bit of wiggly notes. Yeah, that's I'd say that's piss as well, to be honest. I think that's piss. So that's Post Insanity. Up in there. Okay, so the next section is Post Insanity 2, which is pretty much the same as Post Insanity 1. It's just... yeah. The only thing that's different is the ending. There's some trills at the end, but... that, I mean, you know what? I actually struggle with that section for a little bit because for some reason, in some of my runs, I'd miss that chord after hitting the trills. So I don't know if it was a human error or it just wasn't registering, but sometimes it just wouldn't happen. So I'm going to put consistent for Post Insanity 2 because I did fuck up on that a lot. I don't think it's fair to put it in piss when you mess up on it. Next section, we got Cold Winter Morning. This is, I think some people struggle with this one, but... this one's not too bad. It's just a couple chords and then more strummy stuff. Bit of wiggly. Bit of wiggly. But yeah, mostly strumming. 6.29 notes per second. It's not too bad at all. This is, I'd say this is piss as well. A few so far already in piss because they're just not that difficult. I don't know if we're actually going to get any in mid. Next section is Fighting High. Just more strumming, pretty much. Fairly standard. If you hit it without strumming the hoppos, it is definitely harder, but it's still, again, a piss easy section, in my opinion. Fighting High, there we go. Just wait till we get to the more tricky stuff, especially when we get to Bridge 1. That's where things are going to change, I guarantee you that. So next section we got is Blackest Waves. I don't think this is too bad. Strumming, but a bit slower. A bit wiggly. But that is fairly easy. It's quite easy to hit with on Clone Hero especially. The method to hit it just isn't that difficult anymore. It might be a bit more difficult on like something like Guitar Hero 3, but on here it's just not that bad. So I think I'm going to put Blackest Waves in piss as well. Next section is Flying Free, another fairly easy section I think. Nothing too difficult. Yeah, just some slow strumming, a bit more fast strumming there. Chords. Just single notes. Again, this is harder if you try to hit the strum notes without strumming the hoppos as well. That isn't too bad if you just strum all the way through. If you want to hit it completely accurately, then I'd probably put that in consistent maybe, or mid. But because I just strum my way through it, that's piss, to be honest. And that is Flying Free. So yeah, that's another piss section, I think. Then there's So Far Away 1. Things starting to get a bit trickier here. This one isn't too bad, but then it's the next section, which is the main issue. So this is just some chords and some strummy bits. That bit's easy as well. Yeah. this is the piss section too. This didn't take any real practice to get down, to be honest. Where is So Far Away 1? Did I not add it? Yeah, I did. There it is. Okay. This next section is the one that's gonna change everything. So this is bridge 1, which most of you know I struggled with. Like, I am not consistent on this. Even though I've got the FC, I'm still not consistent on this. I think I was playing for, what, 3 hours last night before I got the FC? And it's those trills and then this end part as well coming up. This bit. So I'm pretty consistent at the end part of that section, but the beginning trills, I'm really not. Like, for some reason, I just had some mad mental block with that section and just couldn't do it all the time. So I'd probably put that section in mid, because partly it's consistent, but it's also not at the same time. So I think mid is a fair placement for that. It did hold back a lot of FCs, which still makes me sad, but we got it anyway, so it's fine. The Empire Bridge one is so much fun. Yeah, that's definitely one of the more fun sections of the song. What's the next section? Red Dawn. Red Dawn isn't bad, I think. No. It's pretty much like get past bridge 1 and then getting up to Synth Def is where things start to pick up a bit more. So Red Dawn, I'd put in piss, I think. There it is. Nice and easy. We're starting to make our way up to the more harder sections pretty soon. Red Dawn 2. This again isn't too bad. Just a bit more strummy. But it's pretty much similar to the intro. So that's Red Dawn 2, wherever it is. I can't see it. I'm blind. There it is. What we got next? We got Dreams of Freedom. I think this one's fine as well. Just some strummy notes. A bit more wiggles. More strummy notes. More wiggles. Yeah, that's not bad as well. That's piss. Pissed easy, bruh. Dreams of Freedom. Yeah, there we go. Next after Dreams of Freedom, we've got Wings of a Dream, which is again not another pretty easy section. Chords. Some more strummies. But nothing too fast. Does speed up a bit. But yeah, that's it. That's a pretty short section as well. The thing is about this as well, a lot of the sections are really short. There's a lot more sections than were probably necessarily needed. The way that Guitar Hero, the charters did it, they just added loads of sections and I guess made it longer. It's not such a bad thing when you need to practice each section to eventually get the FC right. But yeah, just did Wings of a Dream. So Lost Inside, Lost Within. This is fairly easy too. More chords, more strummy notes. Again, if you hit the hoppos accurately without strumming, no, not the hoppos, if you hit the strumming notes without strumming the hoppos, that section is harder. But again, I don't do that because I just don't want to, because it's easier not to be. Lost Inside, Lost Within is piss, I think. We're getting a lot in the piss section right now. So next section is, I think this is going to start picking up, but this isn't too bad as well. I think it's pretty simple. Twin solo piss? Yeah, definitely. This one's a bit strummy, but it's mostly just chords. Okay, that ending part is a bit awkward. It's a bit awkward, but I missed on there a good amount of times. And it made me sad because I get past bridge 1, which is the main like inconsistency for me, and then miss there. And it would suck. It would absolutely fucking suck. But it is what it is. So Far Away 2, I'm going to put in consistent because I am very consistent with it now. I don't think I missed in there for a long time. Bridge 2. Here we go. So look. Yeah, this is tricky. I actually wouldn't alt strum on this section because I was scared of messing up the grace notes because it's just a bit awkward. This section's a bit all over the place. It's not that difficult, but yeah, I had to down strum most of it because I felt like I was going to mess up a lot more if I alt strummed. So that one is probably going to be consistent as well. Not mid because I rarely missed there. I think I missed there maybe once or twice, literally. The nerves of missing maybe not want to alt strum, so I don't think it's fair to put it in piss. So that one was bridge 2, consistent. So next up we got Synth Def. I like this section. This isn't too bad though. Thank you. I'll take that. I'm just going to accept that. This section is fine as well. It's chords and then a bit of wiggles, but this is... I was fully consistent on this the whole time. I don't think I missed on this at all, to be fair. Yeah, that happy bit at the end as well. That's fine. So I'll throw that up in Pierce. That was Synth Def. How can a man miss the leaders in his heart? Exactly. Praise be to Jesus. Right, next section is grinding scales 1. I love this section. This is one of my favorite sections. So enjoyable, and I do actually not strum the hoppers in this section. I don't know why. I just got consistent with it pretty quickly and didn't need to. So that's pretty good. I'll throw that one in Pierce. Grinding scales 1. Nice. Then solo fill 1. This part is fine as well, I'm pretty sure. Some trills, some more alt strumming and stuff. Yeah. Some grace notes, but that's piss as well, I think. Pissy Pierce, solo fill 1, banging. Let's go. Next section, grinding scales 2. So let's carry on more of the alt strumming stuff. And hoppos. Yeah, this is fine as well. But how does this one end? But that's just that. That's fine as well. Another piss section. This is just weird. The amount of sections we got in the piss. Mental. Welcome to Piss Down. Solo fill 2. This one's a bit more tricky, I think, than 1. Nope. Actually, this is fine. The most tricky section is this end part. Yeah. That's the more tricky section, but again, I was extremely consistent with that. I had no trouble with it whatsoever, so I think that is also piss. Nice and easy. Next, we got Climactic buildup. Now, I already know that this is not piss. This section fucked me up so many times, and it was extremely upsetting. It's not that bit. Like, this is fine. It's this bit. That freaking zig right there. Caught me so many times. Climactic buildup belongs in mid. I'm not putting in consistent. I think it's just too much of a pain in the ass. Used to do a little tension hunch on that part. Yeah, because I wanted to make sure I 100% definitely hit it, and I had to do that to make sure I did. Is that kind of awkward movement so I could stretch my fingers wide enough to hit it. Like, the main problem with that section, I'm not good at zigs that go all the way to orange anyway, so having to stretch my fingers like that to reach yellow and orange at the same time, and I have to move my arm as well to like freaking stretch to reach it. It was really awkward, but we got it anyway, so it's fine. What's we got next? Ah, yeah, okay, so we're at the solo now, so this is where things start getting a bit like where we're gonna put it kind of thing. So Herman's solo. This I think is fine. I screwed up a few times here, but not a lot. Yep. That part's fine as well. I reckon this is consistent. Not piss, but definitely consistent. So yeah, I think that's fine. I only tripped up a few times on that section. It wasn't actually too bad. And then Sam's solo. Consistent, yes. More grace notes and trills. This part wasn't too bad though. We get the bit of their hammer-ons in there again as well. But honestly, I was pretty consistent with that too. Don't really remember messing up on there. So I think we can throw Sam's solo with Herman's inconsistent. I don't know if I'm going to throw anything on bullshit, but we'll find out. There's still time. Let's have a look. What's next? Herman solo 2. This is more of the slower part of the solo. This part's actually piss, I think. Grace notes. You know, I think I'm pretty decent at grace notes. The main problem is what comes after Herman solo 2. Now, what the? This was a bitch and also not a bitch at the same time. I had some days where I really struggled with this section and some days where I found it so easy. So it was just sort of depending on the day whether I was going to be lucky or not. But what there, I think, just due to that reason, I think should probably go in mid. Because I'm not inconsistent at it, but like I said, some days it just wasn't working, other days it was. So I think mid is a good place for it. Then we got Twin. I hate this section. This section. I despise it. The freaking, oh man, just the trills, the triplets, the fucking everything about this section equals pain. And this is the thing that held me back probably the most. But again, this is one of the longest sections in the song, really. which I think is why. Because that end part took me ages to get down. I mean, I only changed my method again like a week ago to make sure I could hit it. And even then I still couldn't consistently. So do we put twin in bullshit or inconsistent? I don't know if it was hard enough to be bullshit because I could hit it. Yeah, I'll throw that in inconsistent. I do think it's bullshit at the same time though. So here we stand is just chords, I think. So this is like the break from the solo. You've done it. You've hit the solo. You can chillax. You can fucking relax. You are fine. Nothing to be seen here until Red Snake comes in and kicks you in the fucking face. Because that bit's fine as well. So here we stand as piss. Not a problem. It's just a nice break after the madness of the solo until the madness of Red Snake. So next is another section that is very well known in this song, So Far Away Free, which includes Red Snake. Good old Red Snake starts off fairly easy. It's just the snake itself, which is the bitch, which you will see here. Yes, so that isn't bullshit. I don't think that's bullshit because I could hit that before I could even hit twin solo, but I was inconsistent with it for a while. I sometimes couldn't hit it, sometimes could. So I think So Far Away Free belongs in inconsistent next to twin solo. I think that's fair. The rest of the sections, I mean, I didn't choke on any of them, so I think I'm good to say that they're probably all gonna go in piss. Rampage and Dragon, so this is just the same as the intro with the strumming stuff. Second console is really weird. Yeah, I can imagine. 80 piss. Sorry. But yeah, Rampage and Dragons, it's not too bad. Got the trills again, but that's honestly fine. Don't struggle with that at all. Then we move on to the beloved Almost There, which I'm so glad I didn't choke on, because I would have been so upset. So upset if we didn't. The grace notes there. Honestly, completely fine with grace notes, so that's going to go into piss as well. And then to end the song, You Rock. This bit I was scared of. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared of that bit, but I'm consistent with it. It's actually a very easy section to hit when you know what you're doing. So that's, again, piss. You piss. There we go. So that is our ranking of Through the Fire and Flames. All the sections. Nothing went in bullshit because honestly, nothing was so horrible and painful to hit that it belongs there, other than maybe Bridge 1. I'd probably put Bridge 1 in there just because I hate that section, but not because I can and can't hit it. Length of song in bullshit, yeah, for real. I mean, that definitely belongs in there. Part of the reason why the song is so hard to FC is the length of the song, right? Do you guys agree with this tier list? Would you place any sections anywhere else for yourselves? I think Twin Solo, So Far Away, Bridge 1, What The are 4 sections that maybe could go further up. I reckon on a few people's lists, maybe. The rest is really not that bad, to be fair. It's kind of cool to look at it in this way and see which sections were really holding me back for a long time, you know? So if anyone wants to do this themselves and share this anywhere, you're more than welcome to. If you have Twitter or Discord, feel free to share it on there. That is my ranking of Through the Fire and Flames. We got the FC, it's done. I think we can fairly say those are the sections and they're in the right place, I think, in my perspective anyway. Pop the champagne bottle.